Hey guys, Phone here and we are back with another video, and today I'll be talking about smartwatches, okay? Especially the fitness trackers, okay, on the smartwatches, whether, are they really accurate when it comes to measuring, monitoring your heart rate, or even the calorie burn, or even the step count that you took every day, or even monitoring your sleep. So those are the things that the fitness tracker measures. So I'm going to share more about it, whether are they really that accurate, and is it necessary to have it in order for us to reach our fitness goals. I'm back, and finally after quite some time, because I've been just busy with work, so I finally back, so I can't wait to touch on all these points. Let's go. Alright, so for the first point, we're gonna talk about heart rate. Okay, so there are a few ways to measure your heart rate. Okay, you can use manually. You can just put listen to the beat, okay, for about, let's say, 15 seconds, okay, and then you times 4 so that you make it 1 minute and see what's the total number of beat per minute. Okay, beat per minute. So that is how you do manually. But let's say when you're exercising, I know some of you guys, you want to know what's your heart rate like. Is it too high? Is it too low? All the stuff. And especially if you're using the fitness tracker, especially the watches, okay, they will tell you what's your heart rate, and they will tell you whether you are in the zone, this zone, fat burning zone. To be honest, if you're talking about athlete and stuff, maybe you want to take into consideration of all these small little details. But as myself, who just want to stay active, get to be healthy, just to stay active and moving and healthy, I wouldn't really see my heart rate and okay, I'm in 140 or I'm in 120, I need to push harder. It doesn't, I won't really do that. Okay, instead I would just be focusing on my workout and just do my best and push myself. I feel that you don't really need the equipment to tell you whether are you pushing yourself. It's at the end of the day, it's about you knowing yourself, whether are you really pushing yourself when it comes to your workout. As long as you're doing your best, I feel that you don't really need that monitoring of your heart rate. But if you still want to keep track, there's nothing wrong with that. And those fitness trackers on your smartwatches, is it accurate? The most accurate one from my research is electrocardiogram. Okay, so it's called EKG, electrocardiogram. So Dr. Galinov, if I'm pronouncing correctly, he mentioned that that is the most, EKG is the most accurate way to measure your heart rate. Okay, the closest to that is a chest worn monitor. Okay, there's you have to wear the strap, you have to wear around your chest, so it's a chest worn monitor, heart rate monitor. That is the closest, I would say, from what I read, okay, the closest to EKG. So all these are just a rough guideline, so don't take it to heart and like, oh my god, my heart rate is this high. It's not accurate. All I can say is that you can use it for recreational purposes, just to like, okay, but I feel that you shouldn't take it too seriously on the numbers when it comes to heart rate. And of course, do your best during your workout. Just do the best you can, pace yourself, learn to listen to your body. If you feel that you are going too hard, okay, just slow it down. If you feel that you're not pushing hard enough, just go harder than before. So I feel that that's the best way to know how hard you're pushing, instead of just depending on the heart rate monitor. And we move over to the next point, is calorie burn. I know for a lot of us, when we use the fitness tracker on our watches or any devices, we want to know how many calories we burn during the workout session that we had. And unfortunately, most of the time, they will tend to overestimate the amount of calories you actually burn. Let's say you burn, let's say 200 calories, they will tell you that you burn like 600 to 800 calories. So because of that, you really they will help you to overestimate the amount of calories you burn, and you think that, hey, I actually burn 800 calories. Actually it's only burning 200, but you think that, hey, actually I burn 800 calories. I've earned a fries, or I've earned McDonald's or something like that, and you really go and have your McDonald's, and eventually you find out eventually, like maybe the next day, the following day, that hey, you have been gaining weight, and then you'll be thinking that, hey, actually I've been burning it off, but why am I gaining weight? Is it I'm not exercising properly, all this stuff? So actually you are exercising properly, you are eating properly, just that the calorie that you count isn't accurate. So because of the watch. So those are the things that you know, you want to be really careful when it comes to a fitness tracker. Really, so don't really rely. I have experience whereby my client tell me that, hey, we burn 600 to 800 calories. Then I'm like, no, it's not as accurate as you think. So they tend to overestimate. So take note of that. So, but let's say if you still want to use that, to estimate, to guesstimate how much calorie you are burning, what I would say is that, okay, for this session, you just look at the watch and you say, okay, 600 calories. So next time around, you want to push yourself even harder so that you burn 800. So that doesn't mean you burn 200 calories more, but that only means that you burn more calories than before. That is one of the good way if you want to use it, so that you are constantly pushing yourself, to use up more calories, to burn more calories. That's the great way to gauge. But don't take those numbers, by heart and really follow the numbers, because they are not accurate. You can see, from this video, from today's video, this journalist, okay, he went to measure with using the proper facilities to measure the calories burned.
I came here to the performance lab at New York's Hospital for Special Surgery. That mask measures my calorie burn.
And he's actually burning around 20 calories, but they tell him it's like 60 and stuff, so it's about 2 to 3 times, up to 4 times.
But the real headline here is the calories, right? We all want to know how many calories we burn. So what is the official number from your computer?
You burned about 19.9 calories, which is just about 20 calories in those few minutes of walking.
This is a good example that they are overestimating the amount of calories you have burned. So beware of that. Alright, so the next exciting part about having the fitness tracker is counting your steps. I know a lot of you guys are always keen to track your step, because you want to hit the magical number of 10k steps every day. Okay, 10,000 steps every day. And I feel that that's a very good approach, a very good movement to keep yourself active, especially like instead of like taking a bus, you want to walk to really encourage yourself. So good job on that. But okay, what the fitness trackers or the devices, the fitness tracker is telling you is that it's not that accurate. The numbers that they are showing is not that accurate. Okay, let's say because you are just like washing your clothes, washing your dishes, or just walking your dog, or just ironing your clothes, all this stuff will count as steps, because they will detect your hand movement as walking. So what happens is that even though when you're doing normal activities, you'll be like, okay, deemed as walking, so they will be counting your steps. In actual fact, you are not actually walking, or let's say you are actually walking, but because you're not swinging your arms hard enough, and they might not really calculate or document those as walking. So I feel that they are definitely not accurate when it comes to counting your steps. But don't get me wrong, especially if you want to challenge yourself, to take more steps, more movement than before. Let's say you're hitting 10k every day, 10k steps, and you want to go for 11k, 12k. Always good to push yourself to strive for more steps. That means you're moving more than before. So overall, you are more active, and that is really good for your health in general. I would say you should use it as a general guideline to keep track of your level of activity. But don't get too obsessed with the number, like okay, it's really 10k, it's really 11k. Alright, so that is what I want to say. And also you can see from the researchers that I found, there are a few articles which talks about why the step count is not accurate when it comes to fitness trackers. So yeah, I hope that clears up when it comes to counting your step. But just keep walking, just strive to walk more than before, and that is more important than just the numbers. Alright, for the last point is about monitoring your sleep. Yes, monitoring your sleep. So especially when you are using fitness devices, it can track what time you fall asleep and what time you wake up, and also your quality of sleep, and so many things. That gives you a better understanding of how much sleep you are actually getting, the quality sleep. So it can really determine your performance throughout the day. But after I read out all the research more about monitoring your sleep, I realized that it's not as simple when it comes to measuring the quality of the sleep, because from the research it says that you need to use like those electrodes, to measure, put on the scalp and to really measure the brain wave, everything. So it's really complicated. That is like the more accurate way to measure your sleep, the quality of sleep. Just the device wearing while you're sleeping, I feel that it might not be the best accurate way, but it can still give you a rough idea of what time you fall asleep. But in my opinion, I feel that the best way to have quality of sleep is not about how many hours, but I feel it's more like taking note of your sleeping timing and your waking up timing. Meaning that for your bedtime, you want to go and sleep at the same time every day, as consistent as you can. Let's say every night you sleep at 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. Okay, let's say 10 p.m. and you wake up at 5 a.m. So every day you do that, okay? So you have a really quality of sleep, rather than you sleep at 9, you wake up at 4, and the next day you sleep at 11, you wake up at 6. So it's very inconsistent in your sleep timing. So that will affect your quality of sleep. But if you are staying consistent with your sleeping timing, waking up timing, I'm sure you will definitely have a great quality of sleep that will help you when you are carrying out your activities throughout the day. So that is what I personally do every day. I feel that it's not that easy to have the discipline to sleep at the same time, wake up at the same time. Sometimes we might want to snooze, sometimes we might want to stay up a little bit later. But don't worry, just be flexible. Try to be consistent for most days. But some days you have gathering, or some days you have this and that. You can definitely be more flexible with your sleeping. But for most days, try to stay consistent. So yeah, so that's my intake when it comes to sleep monitoring. It's not as easy as this small device can really measure your quality of the sleep. To wrap up the video, at the end of the day, you have the choice to whether you want to buy or you don't want to buy the fitness tracker in your smart watches. Okay, so if you want to buy, good for you, but do not take those numbers too seriously. So if you don't want to buy, it's all good. So at the end of the day, it is your own investment that you want to make. If you have money, just buy it. If you want to conserve some money and spend on other things, you can always do that. But having this watch doesn't mean you will reach your fitness goal faster, you will reach your weight loss goal faster, or you build bigger muscles. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a guideline. Personally, I don't use those fitness tracker because I feel that it's not necessary for me. That's just my personal preference. So you do you, and you do what makes you happy. But I'm just stating the truth, the facts behind all the numbers when it comes to fitness tracker. Alright, so hope you guys had a great time watching my video, and hopefully you find something interesting, find something new from this video. If you do, please like this video. If you enjoyed the video, okay, give me the thumbs up. It means a lot to me and a lot to our channel, because we will be discovered more, we will slowly grow, and I really appreciate every single support that you have been giving me. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that every week when I'm posting the video, okay, you will be notified right away. But right now, I'm thinking of posting every 2 weeks. Okay, one video every 2 weeks, because I've been kind of packed with work, okay, with my coaching and stuff, so I can't spend as much time on the video. So don't worry, I will still try to stick to posting one video every 2 weeks, and once things get better, I would love to definitely go back to posting once a week. Thank you once again, guys, for watching till the end of the video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, and keep smiling. Alright, let's go.